領域展開無料空所
Sometimes, shutting up is the best option. Join us as we count down our picks for the times when anime characters really messed up.
Take this! A fatal blow that utilizes all the G-force I can muster!
Starting off this list with Kengan Ashura 2019, Sawada vs. Julius. Backstage brawls can be terrifying, especially before a Kengan match. After his fight is cancelled due to shady dealings, Sawada goes on a rampage, targeting the massive Julius. While Sawada has some sharp kicks, they are no match for a monster who could probably crush a skull with his deltoids. Predictably, the fight goes bad quickly for Sawada when Julius easily snaps his leg. Number 9. The Osanai Beatdown, Tokyo Revengers.
ごめん、ケンジン。やっちゃった。危ねえ、マイキー！ドラケン！
Despite his small stature, Mikey can knock out opponents twice his size in no time. He's known for one-shotting his opponents throughout the series. You can imagine how powerful and terrifying this guy is. Then there's poor Osanai. You know someone's in for a bad day when they decide to mess with Mikey on his home turf. Osanai probably thought he was hot stuff strutting into Mikey's territory like he owned the place. On top of that, he beat up a member of the Tokyo Manji gang. Big mistake. Mikey may not look it, but he's extremely protective of his gang members. He's the kind of leader who would fight the devil himself to protect his crew. This is why other gangs should never mess with anyone from the Tokyo Manji gang. This is one of the most badass kicks Mikey has delivered in the entire series and is a gentle reminder that Mikey isn't someone to be messed with. Now this is also a gentle reminder for you to like this video. Thank you. Now let's enter the top 8. Satama, the bold wonder of One Punch Man, is a hero so powerful he can defeat any opponent with a single punch. Despite his incredible strength, he looks like he couldn't even open a bottle on his own. Poor guy is always underestimated when he comes face to face with unwanted rivals. Take for example, Snake, who tried to rookie crush Satama. Oh, the cocky poor Snake, just a typical hero with a big ego and a big mouth, probably thought Satama wouldn't be able to hurt a fly before charging at him. But surprise, Satama's single punch is enough to take out anything, from a fly to a massive alien. Well, except from mosquitoes. So about the fight, well, if you blinked, you missed it. Snake spends more time talking than actually fighting. The biggest takeaway here is not to let appearances fool you, because when it comes to Satama, every punch packs enough power to make you rethink your life choices. Number 7. Failed Revenge, Windbreaker. We have even more gang members on this list who aren't to be messed with. Windbreaker is a relatively new anime that features some of the most badass characters. We'll be talking about Sakura, Giru, and Sujira. You already know it's a bad idea to mess with these guys, but one rival gang doesn't get the message. This rival gang thinks they're tough, wanting to avenge their leader whom Giru beat up earlier. They might have thought they could teach Giru a lesson, but that was a big mistake, huge, in fact because he's backed up by Sakura and Sujira. The trio knocks out the gang in no time, leaving them unharmed and standing tall. The rival gang is probably lying in a heap, regretting every life choice that led them to this moment. Top 6. Let's lighten the mood with a funny confrontation between Asta and Seek. Asta is our pint-sized hero with a voice louder than a jet engine. On the other hand, Sek is Asta's self-proclaimed rival who talks big, but his bark is definitely worse than his bite. The fun begins during the Magic Knight's entrance exam when Sek, thinking he's going to crush the competition, singles out Asta as an easy target to boost his reputation. Big mistake, huge. In fact, despite Sek's flashy magic and arrogant attitude, Asta demolishes him with sheer physical strength and his anti-magic sword. Zeke's face when Asta breaks his magic is absolutely priceless. He must have learned a valuable lesson: never underestimate Asta. After all, this little guy has a power that no one else in the series possesses.
領域展開無料空所
Our number 5, Gojo overloads Jojo, Jujutsu Kaisen 2020. In this fight, Gojo not only shows off his untouchable domain expansion, but also reveals his greatest strength, yes, his incredible good looks. Seriously, his eyes might be even more powerful than his curse techniques, and this is a man who controls infinity. Jojo never stood a chance. Number 4. Jolene is the new shit. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean. Prison life is tough, especially with crazed inmates using killer stands to hunt you down. When stand user Mirashin challenges Jolene and her friends to a deadly game of catch, she thinks her cheating tactics and the debt-collecting power of Marilyn Manson will win. She's wrong. Jolene's clever moves not only win the game, but also let her unleash a barrage of baseballs on Mirashin. Number 3, Dong-suk's party got wiped by an E-ranker, solo leveling. Jin Wu starts off as an E-ranked hunter, which isn't impressive. But after a few events, he quickly transforms into an overpowered hunter who can take down any monster. When a group of hunters decides to betray him, they learn the hard way that messing with someone who's been leveling up is a bad idea. Jin Wu brutally kills all of them, showing that he's no longer the naive hunter he once was. You can't blame him. They'll mess with the bull, you get the horns, or in this case, the blade. Betraying him means you're in for serious trouble. And let's not forget how incredible this scene was. The background music as he cuts to them gives me goosebumps. Number 2, Divine Departure, Goodbye Kid, One Piece. Have you ever seen a fight that ends before it even starts? That's exactly what happened between Shanks and Eustass Kid. We all saw how impressive Kid was in his battle against Big Mom. It left us in awe of his fighting skills. But when he faced Shanks, Kid's powers meant nothing. Shanks ended the fight in an instant with his Divine Departure, wiping out Kid and his crew. Fun fact, this is the same move Gold D. Roger used against Odin. When Shanks senses his men are in danger, he turns into a demon, and knowing Kid's intentions, it was smart to make him submit as quickly as possible. Every anime can have only one red-haired badass, and in One Piece, that's Shanks, not Kid. This fight made it clear that Shanks is far more dangerous and effective than most of the characters in the series. So never get on his bad side or you'll be divinely departed. Let's move on. That take our number 1 spot. We have Levi, the ruthless captain from Attack on Titan, known for crushing titans like they're ants. It's always a bad idea to get on his bad side because he won't spare your life, no matter how much you beg. The Beast Titan really crossed the line when he wiped Levi's squad members. This big guy made the mistake of messing with Levi's squad, and boy, did he pay the price. Levi absolutely destroyed Zeke, slicing through his arms and legs and forcing him to submit. The look of pure horror on Zeke's face was so satisfying. Only Levi could make someone like the Beast Titan quiver in fear. After watching this scene, I'm half convinced the walls were built to protect the Titans from Levi. When Levi gets down to business, even the Midas Titans learn that messing with humanity's deadliest soldier is a shortcut to death.